really about. We hear all this history or experience with chiropractic. We actually for the first time when I was 8 years old. I had consistent back-to-back earaches. I was experiencing flu-like symptoms for about 6 months end to end. And my mom said, you know what, I go to the chiropractor for my migraines, why don't we try that? I saw him adjust her, and I thought, I'm out the door, no way. No one is doing that to me today. He said he was the nicest man in the world, kind of like Dr. Osborne. And he said to me, it's okay, we're just going to make some popcorn. And he got me adjusted. I kid you not, 2 seconds later I felt the hot pressure fluid from my ear draining because it had been plugged for several months on end. And I touched my face, nothing was there. And I thought to myself, wow, that was pretty neat. Within 2 days, all my flu-like symptoms had gone away. And he explained to me that it was because there was a power in the body that heals the body. Now, Dr. Osborne is going to tell you a lot about this power tonight, okay? So I want you to strap in. We didn't install any seatbelts here on the chairs, but I really want you to just hold on tight. He's going to be telling you about what that power is inside your body, why each one of you are made and built especially. Family members checked in our office. You'll have a special opportunity tonight to do that for only $40. Okay, so without further ado, I want you guys to give it up for Dr. Osborne. All right. So I'm super glad you guys are here. Give it up for Dr. Josh because he's people, and actually the great news is about my life is I get to surround myself with amazing people. And that's who brought you guys tonight, right? Somebody cared about you, and they said, I want you to be amazing. So I think that tonight for me, and they want to give me a microphone, but I guess I'm not going to need it. So if you can't hear anything, I might have to adjust you to get your hearing better. That was the first chiropractic patient actually couldn't hear, and he got adjusted, and he got his hearing back. But what's important for me is tonight's about transformation. And I'm going to make a bold statement that tonight can be one of those nights that literally transforms your life. You guys have all had those one times, those one moments where literally it's that one thing that completely changes the trajectory of your life. And that's what my job tonight is. Because a lot of times you look around, we all know that we want health. Can I be in agreement with that? Does anybody not want to be healthy? And that's why we were searching and we read books. I mean, the most common books out there are on health. Like we spend more money on healthcare than any other thing in the United States right now. We're literally, by the time you're 60 years old, most people know their doctors better than they know their families, right? And there's this whole thing, we have magazines, we have websites, and we have all these things that are out there. We're striving, but we just don't really have a plan. Does that make sense? We just don't really have a plan. We know what we want, but we don't know how to get it. And so I'm going to kind of share with you one of my favorite stories. So I was coming back from a trip recently. And as I don't know about you, my wife was there. If she was there, this wouldn't have happened. But I was late getting to the airport, and I had a rental car. And the one thing you have to do when you return a rental car is what? You got to put gas in it, right? And because if not, they're going to charge you like $19 a gallon, and I just can't justify that. And so I come screaming into the gas station, and the first thing that most people would do is what? They look in their rearview mirror, and they're trying to figure out what is the gas tank, right? And they were like, what side is the gas tank on so I know which side to pull up? So the good news is my dad taught me something when I was 16 years old. It's an amazing invention. It's absolutely incredible. And so when you look at your dashboard, there's a little arrow, and it points to the side of the gas tank. Did anybody not know that? See, you can go home now. Just go home. Literally, that's going to change your life. Like every time you pull up to the gas station, you're always like, what side is it on? Just look at the arrow. And I think that's the important thing is that we spend all this time searching for help, but the thing is nobody's taking the time to sit down with you and to actually tell you where the arrow is to point you in the right direction. We spend all this extra time and energy. If you have the arrow pointed in the right direction, then we're going to be in a great place. And so tonight, I wanted to kind of share with you a story. This is kind of a near and dear story. But I'm going to tell you about my pops. My dad was, he's one of the most amazing people you ever meet. He was a member of Men's at 16, scholarship athlete to college. Could have had a full ride academic scholarship. Ended up being, president of his class at Washington State. Literally one of those people that could do everything. And he's never sick a day in his entire life. Never. Literally, he could have somebody sneeze in his face, and he'd just walk through it because he thought he was immune. He's like, I'm just never gonna get sick. He ate right. He exercised. And in fact, he exercised so much that one day we're out. He's out for a run. He's like, I'm getting out of shape. And so, what would most people do if they're out of shape? They're like, well, maybe tomorrow I'll get in better shape. Not him. What he ended up doing is he started running faster. And he started running faster, and he started running faster, getting more and more out of breath until he collapsed, boom, right in the middle of the street. But thank God somebody was getting their newspaper, and they saw him collapse, and he was face down. What did they do? They called the ambulance. Ambulance comes, and they saved his life. They brought him, and they gave him, as he was leaving the hospital, they gave him instructions. And they said, you know what we need to do is you need to start eating right. He's like, I already eat right. And he said, well, you need to start exercising. He's like, I exercise ad nauseum. And they said, but here's the other thing that you need to do is what? What are they going to give him when he walks out of the hospital after having a heart attack? All right, so today I actually took a whole list of what his meds were. So the first thing that they gave him was Lipitor, which was to lower his cholesterol, even though he didn't have high cholesterol. They said, well, just in case you ever get high cholesterol, we're going to make sure that you have Lipitor. The problem is that Lipitor is one of the side effects. It's going to be muscle destruction, memory destruction. It's going to also have, and one of the side effects is also diabetes. Did you know that? Yeah. Think about how many people are taking Lipitor, and they're trying to battle their blood sugar by fighting the diabetes. They also gave them altenolol, which it actually suppresses their adrenal glands there, and it's called a beta blocker. Side effects? Well, they're going to be depression, dizziness, memory loss, confusion, weakness. Oh, and what? Diabetes. Did you know that? So wait a minute. And then the next thing they gave him was aspirin. They said, because if you take an aspirin a day, it's going to prevent you from having another what? Did you guys know? We all know this, but did you know what the FDA said a couple months ago? They said we were wrong. They said, I'm sorry, we're wrong. We've been telling you this for the last 30 years, but we were wrong. It really doesn't do anything. But guess what? Some of the side effects of an aspirin a day are increased risk of cancer, heartburn, ulcers, and diabetes. Is there any wonder why that 75 million people in the United States have diabetes right now? Because how many people are taking these things on a regular basis? Then they gave him warfarin because they didn't want him to have another heart attack. And so, warfarin's the one that gives you all the bruising on your arms. Did you guys know that it was a rodenticide, meaning that it was designed to actually kill rats? That's how they killed rats, was by giving them warfarin. But that was their approach for keeping him healthy. Some of the side effects are going to be Alzheimer's, dementia of warfarin. Some of the other side effects would be actually hardening of the